Wow, happy, happy Wednesday. This one's going to be a little spicy today. This is going to be a little spicy. There's no way of putting it. There's no way of sugarcoating it. You probably saw the title. My favorite Travis County District Attorney strikes again. This dude really needs to be voted out. Really needs to be voted out next year. His term is up in 2020. His term is up in 2024. I mean, we could probably recall him, but it's a waste of time. It really is. I'm just going to start with the one of many insults that this wonderful DA has brought us. This was posted yesterday, April 25th at 3:37 p.m. This morning, our DA joined at Travis County, Texas Commissioner, law enforcement officials, victims advocates, and community leaders as the county approved their proclaimed recognition this week as National Crime Victims' Rights Week and the month of April as Sexual Assault Awareness Month. Since the beginning of our administration, we have obtained grant funds and additional positions from our commissioners to ensure that our victim advocates can provide comfort and support each survivor as their case works through the criminal legal systems. We recognize the courage of the victims and thank them for raising their voices to build a criminal justice system that works for them, seeking and achieving justice for all of crime makes our community. For all victims of crime makes our community more safe. We're grateful that our victim counselors who are dedicated of helping victims of violent crimes and their family navigate the criminal justice process and work tirelessly to help the victims and their families heal. I don't know if you know where I'm going at. I mean, if you can see some foreshadowing here from Lyndon Luter. I have that article up and running. Not up and running, but up. Here's the title of this article to show what a joke that statement I just read was, coming from José Garza from the Travis County District Attorney. Like, I'm just your prey. Survivor pushes for victims' rights after attacker gets probation sentence. No jail, just probation. Oh, it gets worse. The first sentence of this article. A man who admitted attacking women and exposing himself to a child is now on probation for the next 10 years. He attacked women and exposed himself to a child. No jail time. Survivor Lynn Isaac made her mission to find who attacked her and might be the very reason police were able to arrest this POS, who pleaded guilty on charges of aggravated assault causing seriously bodily injury and injury to a child for indecent exposure. Nearly a dozen of other women across the Austin area claimed that he preyed on them as well for nearly half a year before he got caught. His 6 months reign of terror. Isaac's story is now bigger than just her, and it's leading an important conversation. out from her normal morning run in Travis Heights neighborhood in 2020, Isaac never thought that she would be in court in 2023 facing the man who attacked her. After I passed you, I could sense your evil behind me, Isaac said in a statement during POS sentencing. I remember looking behind me and seeing you sprinting towards me and grabbing me. Some of the details are too gruesome and unspeakable to say out loud. The POS attacked her while she was running in broad daylight. Broad daylight. Yay, Chris Moore and your defund the police movement. Isaac said that he posed as someone working out just as she was, but she grew uneasy since he was wearing a mask. To this day, I'll never forget you looking back at me like I'm just your prey, Isaac said. Isaac broke her leg and had to get surgery. She said she couldn't walk for 4 months. During that time, she was determined to find out who attacked her. Shocked from the traumatic event, her Apple Watch would be the key evidence in the case against the POS, as her movement showed just how hard she fought back during the recorded 7-minute attack. Officers didn't think it was likely they would find the suspect. Kelsey McKay, an attorney representing the survivors, said McKay is also the founder of the nonprofit organization Respond Against Violence. Isaac said that she looked for other possible victims on Nextdoor app. Over the course of 3 or 4 months, the survivors, in brackets, were able to link him to additional attacks, identify his vehicles, take picture of the vehicle, pulled images off a Ring doorbell, and then eventually, because women were aware of that, beginning to memorize his license plate and take pictures of the perpetrator, McKay said. They then developed a flyer and had an image of the perpetrator as well as an image of his car. They were able to create a map that identified all the different locations for the incidents that have occurred. A group of women began connecting the dots, at least 10 who became victims while jogging, walking their dogs, or even their children, according to McKay. There is some closure. Nearly 3 years later, during the sentencing, the courtroom was packed with women who said that that they were also the POS victims and supporters of women. The last known victim before the POS arrested was Lynn Rajos. According to McKay, Rajos and Isaac have found comfort in each other, knowing that they're now network of women. She personally gave me the courage to stand up, Rajos said. Those accused the POS do feel a sense of justice, but they wish that they received a tougher sentence than probation. It's difficult to sit in the courtroom and listen to these difficult experiences that they went through. Jorge Vela, the POS attorney, we recognize that it's not lost on us. This deal that was reached with the district attorney office after 16 months of negotiation took into account my client's lack of criminal history. Bro, he attacked at least 10 people. Just because he wasn't charged doesn't mean he has a criminal history. He has a criminal history that's undocumented. There are different purposes for the criminal justice system, and one of those is rehabilitation. Well, prison. Stand on the prison. Keep them away from these women. Vela said the POS is receiving sex offending treatment. The POS is on house arrest for 6 months prior to being on probation. Now, according to Vela, I don't care. There will be no more survivors. What does that mean, Judge Karen Sage? The 299th Criminal District Court said at the conclusion of the POS sentencing, this is it. It ends here. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. What's going to happen when he offends his probation? What then is going to happen? Isaac and others telling their stories is timely because it speaks out. Speaking out falls during the National Crime Rights Victims Week. The survivors has since launched a campaign called Not Today, empowering other women to speak out. The group also testified at the Texas Capitol Tuesday after the POS sentencing. They're working to fight for victims to have more rights. This makes me mad because, on one hand, you have this BS right here saying that they're standing up for sexual victims or domestic abuse victims, but yet we have another case where this DA negotiated no prison time for the monster. That's right, no prison time for the monster. Sure, he's under house arrest, but I don't know what that does to a person's psyche, but he still has the comforts of his home. While the victims don't have the luxury of knowing that their monster's not right around the corner. What if he has to go out to get, I don't know, let's say grocery shopping? What if one of his victims runs into him while grocery shopping? They don't have the luxury knowing that he's locked behind bars. How can they heal knowing that the monster is still roaming free? And I am calling him a monster because that's what he is. He is a monster. He is a monster who preyed upon people. He preyed on people and he gets no prison time, no jail time whatsoever. But in 2024, we will have an election. And I hope there's enough people that listen to this, there's enough people that follow the news on Twitter to know that José Garza, soft on crime, soft on sexual crime, will not stand. Women of Austin, women of Travis County should know that DA José Garza does not have your back. He has proven time and time again between multiple cases that he only cares to making sure that the criminal roams free. And I cannot tolerate that. And hopefully we send him, hopefully in primaries, the people of Austin makes that clear that we do not want him. I don't know what it's going to take, but something needs to change in Austin because we cannot be allowing. Let's see here. And just what I'm saying right here is like tenure 2021 to present, term ends in 2024. Years in position is 2 years and some change. So which means in 2024, which means next year, we're going to have an election for the District Attorney of Travis County. We're going to have primaries. And hopefully this person loses the primary, he is one of the many reasons why I'm going to vote in the Democratic primary. I'm not going to vote for Democrats in the general election, but that means I could vote in the Democratic primaries to ensure that he does not get reelected. I'm willing to do that. I am willing to vote for Democrats, knowing that I could get him out of the general election. Getting him off the ballot is going to be my mission. It should be everybody's mission. With that being said, I wish I had a better story. But this DA keeps on nagging, keeps on coming. This DA keeps on literally pissing on the victims just so he doesn't have to throw people in jail where they belong. So that is my video for today. Leave a comment down below what your thoughts are. But most importantly, if you go walking on the trails, if you go jogging downtown or anywhere, go in pairs or more. Make sure one of you are strapped, because it's better to be judged by 12 than have a monster walk free on probation. That's all I'm saying. Make sure you protect yourself. And also have yourself a wonderful day, morning or evening.